Hello and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. And in the previous episode, we managed to, well, very slowly, but still, make an hospital. It's very rudimentary, it's not complete, but all the functional things is in place. Now, I see I spelled that incorrectly. There we go. That should be correct. And we have a good start, and going forward we will expand on that, and it should keep our dwarves healthy and strong, and in the long term happy, because no one likes being sick or injured, and some of these dwarves can really spiral out of control if they get unhappy for whatever reason. So let's let the time go, meaning let's unpause and actually have stuff happen. And sort of we're getting ice, which means we're heading towards winter. We're in late autumn, so not technically winter, but it's cold. Cold enough to freeze the water. Winter is upon you, early winter, so it's just ticked over to winter. And yeah, so basically what we need to do is expand upon, and I think why is this not getting cut out? Is it because I have something else? I don't think so. Anyway, what we need to do is one thing is actually go in here and equip these fellas. So we need basically a backpack and a flask and a uniform of some kind, whether that's leather or metal or something that I don't know. Another thing we need to do is actually add weapons to these. There's a few things you can do. Steel is a good way of making making a weapon of more or less any kind, as far as I understand. And when it comes to certain weapons, like materials, certain materials make certain weapons better due to its properties and such. Steel is a good all-rounder as far as I know. It keeps a sharpness of an edge well. It's fairly heavy, so bludgeoning weapons still works pretty well. But I'm sort of leaning towards using my silver and I'm doing basically a silver warhammer. And that is about it, I think. So if we look at weapons and ammunitions and silver. Silver is not good for an edge, like not good for an axe. It's not good for a spear. It's not good for a short sword. But a mace and a warhammer, it's good. And I think silver warhammers is what I want to go with. So I'm going to make one, just to make one. And they should be auto-equipped, more or less. Silver warhammer. And yeah, we should hopefully have something that works in general. Now, we also should make a uniform. I think I'm going to wait, but I'm thinking of doing leather. Mostly to keep mobility and agility while still getting some armor. As far as I know, metal armor is really heavy and really bulky, which means that your dwarves move very slowly, making it pretty hard to like maneuver effectively. So I think the best option is just let it be and just go with the flow, but more or less. And it's, yeah. Some of the menus, I think, would need some rework. Basically clarification, but it is not that bad. I think the trading menu is the worst one, to be perfectly honest. And I think what I need now is just more people. Like, I need more people because, yeah, it's, does take a little bit of space and time. To do things. It's there's some things that takes a while to get done, and that is because we only have 19 pops, where some of them aren't adults, so some things can't be made or like done because it needs an adult. Not all 19 of them are adults yet. this a bit. Make it slightly larger. Now, one thing that I'm hoping for is... Let's think here. It's basically get to, like, what I want to get out of this playthrough is basically enough understanding of the systems in the game so that I can start playing with like enemies and just not get utterly wrecked 5 minutes in. That's sort of my goal, because I've turned off enemies and like outside aggression, so I can't be raided from something, and it makes it a bit easier to like come in and get started. But it's also some things which you can sort of get away with, which you can't normally. So I sort of want to get an understanding of like how to set up sort of these things and get like this the synergy between like an army and a hospital and a crafting area and weapons and stuff like that, to get that to work together without it collapsing without enemies. And once I feel like, oh yeah, this works, it actually works pretty well, then I can start playing with and allow for enemies to actually attack me. Because while difficulty can be fun, if in a complex game as Dwarf Fortress is, losing without understanding why you lost is just frustrating. So that is my reasoning, which, if I remember correctly, I have talked about before. Now, one thing that I did fix, just completely random, I had for some reason along the border of like the screen, because of how I capture the game, it created sort of a black border around. So the first, I think, was it 8 episodes, had that ugly black border around everything, which, with some fiddling behind the scenes, when I was well enough to do things but not well enough to record, I actually fiddle a bit with that and managed to remove that ugly black border. It was horrendously bad. It was not good looking. So yeah, hopefully that's a bit better. The funny thing is, it wasn't actually visible until after I had recorded, so it was a bit of a difficult one to catch before recording and uploading and publishing and all of that. Anyway, what are you doing? Play make-believe, okay. I have some plump elements growing. Yeah. We have drinks. And plants. And various things. Prickleberry wine. There's a lot of plump elements laying around. Bags. Dwarven wine. Yeah, there's some randomness here. Now, one thing, if I remember correctly, we go in here and look. I don't have a powder for casts, which is too bad. And I don't have any soap. The soap is actually the one that I need. Like, need. I think powder for casts is something you want, but you don't need. I could be wrong. I probably am. But the soap one is actually really important to disinfect. Add these like that. Yeah. So let's see. And yeah, we need a soap maker's workshop. Make soap from oil. Make soap from tallow. I have one of you. Let's see, I don't. No. Nope, I don't think I have one. So let's put one there. It might not be the best spot. Let's cancel that and replace it. Because I want to actually choose the materials. These doesn't really matter. And this. And yeah, here's the thing, which is why it's so important to choose. I could actually use bars, like copper bars and silver bars and iron bars, which I do not want to use. Let's make some mudstone. Once that is made, we can start crafting some soap. Soap maker's workshop. Make soap from, I think, tallow? I think. I'm not sure. Make one. The amount of bars is less than 10. not satisfied for the next check. What? Does that count for like metal bars? Would be stupid if it was. Ha. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Let's go in and check that. There is a lot of different tallow. Wow. Okay. Don't think that's correct. Huh. Let's check this. Oh. Make soap from tallow. I wonder if... I actually do wonder if... Bear with me here. If it's better to use oil. Okay, it's less bad. It's less variations. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at something else then. Tallow. Lye. Make lye. Right. We go back in here again. Is it? No, it's not that one. It is not you. It is. Wait for it. Ashery. Right. It's in the ashery where we can make lye. Amount of lye is less than 10, so let's say 5 there. Let's make sure we have like at least 4 ash, more than 4 ash. Let's say make more than 2. So 3 or more. We don't deplete our storage of ash. amount of empty buckets. I don't think that matters. Like so. Make one lye at a time. And then finally make soap from oil, I think. Let's add one and just see if it works. If it doesn't work, we know that lye isn't considered oil. And that's it. So let's test that. And it's basically like, as far as I have read a bit from a bit of stuff from like the wiki on certain things, like what was it? Oh, the temple, right? The temple, like the need for like praying and stuff. Just the fact that, like, is it better to have a lot of smaller ones, specific, dedicated to a specific deity, or is it better, at least in the beginning, to do one big? On the wiki, it doesn't really tell you that much of what's actually good to do. So there's a lot of guesswork. And sort of you get a feel for when you play. And that's sort of how I understand that you go about doing this. And that is working. I think one thing that I want to do is smooth things. Now, we do have some rough-hewn amber opal cluster. So let's remove that. Let's take that and that. Want to get rid of the sort of the resources that isn't just normal stone. And let's see. There it is. We have some lye, okay. Did it cancel that? Make soap from oil. This work order is active. Make soap from oil. I want to see it actually working, like where it actually makes some soap. Which might work or might not. I'm not sure. It's trying to. Okay. It needs oil containing item, which it doesn't have. So that doesn't work. So that is incorrect. So I need to actually go down and add Make soap from tallow. And as the last thing, I think we will just test this to see that we have the right one. And hopefully. Okay, someone is trying. Needs 150 unrotten tallow fatty glob. Cancel. Okay. I might need to look into that. And sort of what I need to do. Because I do need soap. For the hospitals, you need soap. So I do need that. It's just getting it to work. That's the difficult part. Getting it to work. And yeah. Is not necessarily that easy. So adding these walls in here, and we will while this goes on sort of end the episode. There's more. God's sake, there's a lot of opals over there. But yeah, there's some things to expand on. And some things I need to figure out when it comes to the crafting. And yeah, so with that, I think we will round off. So on screen, you should be able to see YouTube recommendation, quick access to subscribe button, and a quick access to the playlist for the series. So with that, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.